Well, the Good For Utah Road Tour is rolling through Utah once again today. It's on the first of 8 stops. We're in Logan at Utah State University, home of the Aggies, and that's where we find Don Hudson live from the heart of the campus. Don?
Yeah, and we're going to have a lot going on here at the campus coming up, but we want to talk about water right now. You know, much of the water that we drink, used for farming, used for recreation, first travels through some of the 89,000 miles of streams that are in Utah. So the question is, how do we monitor that water? Well, the Utah State University, with others, is basically trying to put together an army of water watchers who will keep an eye on both the quantity and the quality of our water.
This is our water quality probe, and so the first thing that we're going to measure with this is pH and temperatures.
Brian Green knows a lot about Utah water, and he loves teaching others how to monitor it.
Hold it underwater so it's going this way, and so you can fill it all the way up.
We caught up with him while he was showing Rue Mahoney from the Stokes Nature Center how to take readings in the Logan River.
A lot of times we focus on the quantity of water, how much water we have, but the really important thing to remember is that we can have all the quantity of bad water we want, so it's actually quality that's most important. We need to have clean, healthy water for all of our beneficial uses, like for fishing, for recreation, for people drinking water, but also for our farmers and for our economy.
Green is part of Utah Water Watch, a program put together by Utah State University and the Division of Water Quality to create water guardians throughout the state.
We have volunteers all across the state who monitor from the Virgin River down in St. George all the way up to Bear Lake on the border with Idaho.
But Green says while the current volunteers have submitted more than 500 reports on rivers and streams this year, the state needs hundreds, even thousands more to volunteer.
We're going to try to get them out there engaged with collecting real scientific data.
Green says volunteers will be trained on how to do things like measure oxygen levels.
That looks around 10, so that's 10 milligrams per liter, so that's in our healthy range.
And every volunteer is supplied with all the tools they need to gather the information the state needs.
You're going to open up the bottom.
And Green adds, the more people out checking our water, the more that can be done to protect our water.
We have internal screening so that when they report their data, if they're outside the healthy range, we're able to flag that data and show that to the watershed scientists and to the local watershed coordinator so that they can hopefully do something about it.
You know, several hundred people have been trained to be water watchers, but Green says some states have 30,000 people who actually check on the water supply in those states. Now, Utah has more than 2,000 lakes, again, 89,000 miles of streams, so it's easy to understand why we need to keep an eye on that water. You can just do a Google search for Utah Water Watchers to find out how you can get involved, and we'll have more of this information on our website, goodforutah.com as well.